Hey, I am so excited to be working on an epoxy project. I've just gotten into it and it is so much fun. I see kind of why it's the hype right now. Anyway, I'm gonna work on making epoxy coasters. I just have these little discs of, I think, cottonwood or whatever that a neighbor cut down. I'm gonna get these all sanded up, cleaned up, and then we're just gonna do little pockets of epoxy where the holes are. So my next step in making these little epoxy coasters is I've got them all sanded. I did 60 grit, 80 grit, then 100 grit. I am going to get everything cleaned up. These were originally like holding price signs for me when I did a little boutique a while ago, so I still have some hot glue to clean out of some of these little pockets. But anyway, we're gonna get them cleaned up and then ready for epoxy. Cool. All right, now that we've let the now that we've let the epoxy dry overnight, it is time to sand off the excess, and then you sand up until you finally start polishing. So starting over again with 60 grit, 80 grit, 100 grit, 120, 180, 220, 320, 400. I think I had 600, and then 800, 1000, 1500, and 2000. The 1000, 15, and 2000 are all wet sand, so I just would dump a little bit of water and then I'd sand. And then you could also see what it's gonna look like when you do add the poly, which will give it that nice glossy finish. Make sure that you also flip them over and give them a quick coat of poly. This helps seal them and make them waterproof because, you know, they are coasters.